Right, I am live again. Today, patches. Hello, Riven Bite. Making patches today for Spire. So I decide whether you want to use an envelope or I want to use an LFO for the kind of cool. Kind of cool. Put a phaser on it a little bit. Well, that one, so let's put it in the bank. We're gonna mod now. I've saved that patch. Go on. Adds normal. Basically, control a force, kind of like speeding with. For example, this knob here, it's a little one. Nice. r2rmusic.com. Go on the website and use your account. Send us a message. We send you the all in the system. Hello. Oh. Right, so making some new patches. One patch, one oscillator, oscillator 2. This high boost, mid cut. This will control how fast this filter opens. See? That's cool. Bass. Put a white noise on. But you want to turn the key off. Dim. I want to send this to filter 2. Filter entirely. Yeah. There it is. There's a little bit extra. Oh, you've already done that, but you haven't got a reply. Right, I'll have to go and check that out. In envelope. Envelope 1's like basically the amp envelope. It's out of all oscillators together. Oh, the poly. Put this on 2 octave. There we go. A little bit much now. Put this key track on the higher notes of. You have that one. Trance 2. Wait a second, let's see. Blinks now. Under a look. Much. That. Try the next one. Oh, more than half. Okay, well, sorry, I'll turn off the noise. 1 second. Oh, shit. Yeah, 1 sec. Okay, that should be better now. I'll just turn it off. You're going to get the feedback through the microphone. It's sidechained itself. I'll just turn off the compression. I'm sidechaining the original sound. I'll just turn it off for now. You'll hear it twice, but whatever. I'm not mixing down tracks today, so right. 1 second. I need to just send a link to somebody, and then I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Just bear with me. Right. Right, I'm going to send you a link. These got individual patches in, Stuart, so you'll need to extract them and then go and put them in manually. All right. I don't see your email, unfortunately, so I'm just going to send you a message now with a link. There you go. Right. Back to this. Does that sound shit now? Can you hear come back through the microphone? Let me know. It's hard because I can't do this in headphones. I really don't like working in headphones, and the feedback loop and all that shit is just really, really difficult to get right. Does that sound okay? Perfect, excellent. Right, we'll leave it like that then. Right, so these are the new patches for the new bank I'm working on. These are the mini banks. I don't do like a full bank. I just do them as and when and what you need. So I'll go through some of them. Oh, that's slow. Let's get this up to 138 or something. So we've got like a nice acid in here. Let me know what you want in these packs. So we've got some acids. These are in here. Bass lines. Some nice some leads. Mid basses. Oh, there's some. I've just done that pad now. Another pad, that's a very subtle one. With a nice fizz. Some nice plucks. Do some good stab presets. Right, let's do some of those then. Right, let's go and do some stab presets. So stabs, they're kind of start off with plucks, if anything. And for plucks, we need a mod envelope on the filter. So we close the filter, turn that up so we can hear this. Don't want to clip. There we go. And then we can put a chord on this. So we'll put like on a minor third. And we go arp it. Phase. There it is. Second oscillator down. Maybe that's a little bit too fast. Somebody's at the door. Dog's barking. Hey, come here. I'll turn that off for now and I'll do rhythm after. Teddy, come here. Down. You're fucking me stream up. Right, and the next oscillator, we've got that. That was a bass oscillator I put in that one. And then the third one, we're just going to put 5 voices. And I'll put a bit of distortion on this. Ooh. Fucking dog, honestly. Oh. On a different maybe not that high one. That'll do. We'll play on that distortion a little bit. Let's turn that off. A bit more of a clip. Then the last, actually on this oscillator, what I'm going to do is just turn it up ever so slightly there. Envelope 2. We're going to put this on the pitch. Yeah, this stream will be on YouTube. But yeah, they'll all get saved unless YouTube decides to fucking block me like it did yesterday. Alright, let's put some more of this in now. Nice little stab. Give that one. Right, create. Oh, we'll call this stab. We'll call it a tech chord. Tell that. Actually, move that over to there. See that again. Save. Right. Right. That was kind of cool. I like that. What else we got? What do you want next? Okie dokie. What kind of sounds do you use as bass for your lead in the breakdown? An initial patch to make sure the phase is not on the retrigger. Spire doesn't have a retrigger button. And retrigger means that when you have a wavetable, the shape of the waveform, in this case it's a sawtooth, so you have that kind of sawtoothy, jaggedy look. And when you hit a key, it has to start from a certain point in that wavetable. If you retrigger it, it'll always start back at the same point, so you have the exact same sound. If you don't, it'll kind of cycle through it, and you get these kind of different moving around sounds. When you come to bass patches, you absolutely need to have your retrig turned on, so every time you hit the note, it's the exact same point. And all you do is close the filter, and then you open up and that's it, done. Bass. Just need heavy compression though, because the bottom ends. And then you do a pattern. There's not much more to it, to be honest. Maybe a little bit of distortion on the highs, like a decimate maybe. Not too much though. It's more like an acid now. Get on. It's too much. It's almost out. Layer it up with one more. Yeah, maybe not. Give it a little bit of it. Nah, it's not needed. Oh, we'll move that over to there and lift that up there. almost like a slash bass. It's like a bass, acidy bass. Put out a band pass. You do get an acid out of it. Got a little bit of delay on to taste. Question I learned for the sub basses: the phase has to always be the left. No, all the way to the left means the reed trigger is turned off, especially in Spire. You have to touch it just ever so slightly so it's on, and then the reed trigger is turned on. If it's off, if the phase is all the way down and the reed trigger is off, for bass patches you need that reed trigger on. Silent and other synthesizers got a reed trigger button, where Spire doesn't have one. But definitely want to turn the bass off. 3/16. There we go. I think this is more of an acid now. I'm going to make it into an acid. This is part of R2R3. Yep, yes it is. And I'm going to pull down the velocities. So when it hits that accent, I'm going to velocity control this. So this is going to be... I'm going to do it inside the matrix. So I want the velocity to control how much you hit the filter. Oh, it's in the ARP actually, what we're talking about. Here we are, ARP stepper. ARP stepper. That's it, now it's accented those, dude. Cool. Maybe too much. More resonance. There it is. Right, we'll save that. So that's going to be acid and acid even. I need some names for these, so you feel free to shout some names out when I'm making them. Acid. Call this, I don't know. I don't even know. Battery acid. Oh, no, I forgot to mod the mod wheel. So mod wheel goes on to the filter. Nice, cool. I said firefight. I like that one. A fireflight, yeah. Right, next up. Let me know what you want, and I'll make it. A pluck. Right, so pluck. Plucks have different voice. So do you mean a pluck or a pike? Because a pike is a kind of like a you get this. I'll tell you, like that's a kind of a pike. It gives you the chord. And then pluck's more of a sharper, ringy, reverby sound. But we'll get something in the middle. So anyway, to do plucks, Normally, well, it's normally, but you can have a bass as choose your waveform sawtooth or a sine wave. Sine waves are a lot softer, so you get this type of thing. But what you need to do is envelope 2 needs to go on the pitch. Oh. So you get that poppy sound, you know. So about the EQ, we don't want much mid bass in this, lot all highs. And then the rest of it's pretty much going to be delays, 1/4, 1/8 maybe, big feedback. And then some nice big thick, not thick but long, really long pre-delay. So you get that. Now what you can do is you can create a wobble. Ready to hold the note. And then on the LFO we're going to wobble the pitch. So it bounces. Hear that? Ooh. So depending on if you can get a glide. Personally, I don't like the glide on them personally. You want to be able to play them as a... Oh. I'm going to set the velocity so the harder I hit it, the more open it is. So you get this kind of... You could thicken this up, give it a nice big wide, but you don't want it to be too... And again, make sure that phase is on retrig. High compression. That's cool. You want more pop, turn that oscillator up. And you could layer it up with a third oscillator, but you don't want to get too busy. That's better. Turn that velocity down a little bit. There we go. Bigger tail on the reverb. If you open it up. Whoa. Cool. Nice pluck on that. Call that one pluck you. I've already called one pluck you. I've called them pluck off and everything. Right, this one. Sign me up. Because it's a sine wave. Get what I did there? See what I did there? Nice. Right, what we're doing next? What are we doing next? Spire's good for the JP8000 88 sound. It is. Very basic sounds though. Let's do one then. So the Super Saw is a really big density, so it's like 9 voices to max it out on here. 9 voices, 1 octave, little detune, maximum density, full width. Now there's a little thing here over here called chorus CHR, and it's got a mode G8. It kind of replicates the chorus effect on the G8, which is kind of cool because you get this kind of. It's already there nearly. Bit more resonance though. Let's go ARP on it. Higher key track. Key track means further up the keyboard, the more open the filter is. Bit more of a swell into it. Kind of cool. Put some reverb on it, and we're nearly there. Could give it a second oscillator, an octave higher. Do is use the mod wheel to affect filter 1, and then also I think oh yeah, that's why I also wanted to affect the amount of oscillator 2's volume, so the oscillator 2's amp amount. So on this down, so to open this up, it brings that second octave in, that high octave in. And I want this wide, and I want this really thick as well. Right, more of a filter, pop into the envelope a little bit. Bubble into that. Put this on a chord, so we gotta go. We should get rid of that. Mid-range, the chorus. It's a little bit too much into the filter. Get rid of some of that bass. There we go. A bit more reverb. Let's put this on a hall. There we are. We'll call this one Ferry. No, we won't. I'll probably get in trouble. I'll call it Lead. J8. 1080 is more like the A80, to be honest. Right. Next up, what we doing? God, we've got loads going on now. Go through these. Batteries. Battery acid. Nice. Right, another one. Nice. These are all already done. All coming in the next bank. There's a bass for you. Excuse me. Another bass. There's a nice another. Big patches. That's probably my favourite one actually now. Why is that? Oh. Mod wheel. Nice sound, that one. There's another one. Mid bass, another mid bass. Pads, plucks. Another one. I'm gonna start. Textures, right. What we're doing next? Brass sounds. Okay, these are a little bit more difficult to do, especially inside of Spire. But we'll have a go. It's all about the detune amount. So there's very little voices on them. And what you need to do is have an LFO that controls that detune amount, first of all. So it's oscillator 1, and we're going to go to the detune level, and we're going to just turn that up so we can hear it. And I want it to flow over 1 bar, maybe 2 bars. See how it wobbles into it a little bit. The density. It's a bit too fast. Slower. That's a bit better. Maybe maybe 3 voices. Don't want too many. There it is. Right, so then we're going to open this attack. A little bit of distortion on this, but not too much. Oh, too much. You gotta get this right. And you want the swell of the... There it is. That's going too fast into it. I want to change the shape of this into a sine. Give it a little bit of reverb, nice pre-delay. A lot of key track on this. Nice big sounds. I'm going to put that distortion right a little bit. Nice. Longer tail, I need to hold that decay a bit more. I think I'll pitch bending now into the next bit. And if you second oscillator, down an octave. But also, if you pull down that attack and you get this kind of like almost like a Stranger Things. But we'll put that back. Actually, we'll leave it on the straight out the 80s action film, yes. I think we'll keep that just there. Actually, I was going to do like a pad, but it's more of like a brass now, like a about there. Let's save that one. That's nice. We'll call that Stranger Things. Actually, create. Call this brass. Stranger Things. Yes, there's a spelling. Tings. There we go. Right, what we're doing next. Whoa, whoa. I like that. Card music, you never miss that. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Dennis, Brass Sounds, Fast Forward. We've had a few from Dennis. Thank you very much for the suggestions. What should we make next? These are this is a Trance bank, by the way. It's for trance music. Some of you who know who I am, some of you who don't. I make trance music for a living, and sound design and film scores and stuff. And I sell banks, so I do a lot to cater for my current fans and friends and followers. So yeah, what we're gonna do next on here. Jimmy, how's it going, buddy? Initial patch. So what I like to fuck around with textures and things. Andrew George, a Balearic pluck. I've just done a pluck. We've just done one, but we'll do another one. So plucks are very thin. Oh no, Balearic pikes. So that's what I was going to do. A difference between a pluck and a pike. So plucks are these sharper kind of like tones, and pikes, or the Balearic ones, are the kind of the poppy, like that type of stuff. So basically, we want to make sure our retrig's on, or Spire, the phase is turned on, just so you see the orange line appear. Filter, it's important. We're going to go and put a low pass filter on. But as you can hear, you can't hear anything now. You can just hear that you cut off all the highs. So what we need something to make it pop into the highs and quickly close again. And that's what this button does. This is an envelope, and the envelope, that's how fast you change this knob. So you set this list here to this knob here, which is a filter. I want it to go like pew, pew, pew. Like I want it fully open to fully close really quickly. So I'm going to set the filter 1, and I'm going to set the amount to fully open, him fully closed. And this slider, the decay slider, is how fast that will close. So right now, too fast, it's open and closing too quickly. There we are, just letting a little bit. And that's basic, the basic of the sound design. Everything else now is little tweaks like resonances and some delay on. Normally these delays are on 1/4. More like a Nord pluck. Get rid of the bass. Don't want any bass in it. Put some delay on this, some reverb. Personally, I'm not too keen on the reverb inside Spire, so I'm just going to put my own reverb on out of this. And I like to use some echoes. Oh. That's nice. Might need to put a little bit of wobble on this one as well, so when you hold the note, it's got a little bit of a woo, so it kind of quivers into it. So we're going to go to the pitch on this. Oh no, not in there, sorry, we're going to use an LFO. LFO is a shape, so we're going to use a sine wave shape. So it's going to, so it's like kind of woo, woo, woo. I want to do this to the woo, woo. I want to do this to to the pitch, so you'll hear it. Whee! Too much. Very sharp, isn't it? So that's a Balearic pike or Balearic pluck. I need to turn off this because that's not a part of the patch. So I need to put the reverb in here. There we go. Right, we'll call this one a Balearic. So this is a pluck. Balearic. Balearic. I can't even fucking spell Balearic. Jesus Christ. That'll do. Right. That's another pluck we've done earlier. And this is... Right, what we're doing next, peoples? Balearic pumping or commercial pumping. Yes, finding something good on TikTok. AJ, nice to see you, buddy. Thank you for coming in. A lot of you on TikTok probably have no fucking clue who I am, and that's absolutely fine. Those of you on YouTube probably do because you follow me for a reason. So I make trance music. I'm a touring DJ for a living, sound designer, and I am an engineer as well. So I make music all day, every day. A lot of you follow me for the trance, so I'm currently making a new Soundbank for Spire, Reveal Spire. I've already got one available on r2rmusic.com, so you can go check those out. This is the secondary Spire bank that I'm going to be making. It is designed for trance music in particular, so if you're here for house and all the rest of it, you're probably not gonna enjoy it. So, right, I've tried Blue Arp on the MIDI effect. Blue Arp, is that like, I'm guessing that's a MIDI plugin. But you've got ARP features in here, which is kind of most things have got ARPs built into them as well. Right, let's have a look. Next, try two hearts together. Try sound two hearts together. I don't know what that means. Mongo or Bass Hunter. But we're gonna do an offbeat kind of cheesy. We'll do a bass line, a nice big bass. We'll try something like that. So we're going to go and we'll probably do a couple of oscillators of this, but the first oscillator is going to be a saw. Turn this compressor up. Let's get some. Oh, that's bass. That's a bit too much. Wow. It's kind of cool, but no release. That's one oscillator. Second oscillator is going to be a sine. Or square, sorry, I'm talking about a square. Octave higher. I'm just going to put this on a loop. Put it on 1/8 maybe. Actually, no, I'm just going to put it on the beginning there. There we go, do it that way. This much more to it. Maybe a bit of distortion on it, a little bit of. Go find the sweet spot, some resonance to. Oh. Excuse me. Right, I'll put a kick drum on this just to help out a little bit. Got some techno kicks here. I'll put a quick kick on. I'm going to be making techno. I didn't want to do a production thing today. I really didn't. But I need to just put some reverb on this kick. Not there. I'll use Pro R for the kick's reverb because it's got a nice little timer in it that you can use nice and easy to give a bit of gated delay or reverb even. One sec. So I'm going to go on tempo, gated. I think it's something like this. Let's have a look. There we go. You hear that? Why so much reverb in a kick, mate? Because I'm going to pair it up with this hardstyle to gate. It's this. You're sticking out of the way. You don't just put a kick on it. You just want that little like gated. That'll do. And then we're going to go and put some. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then we're just going to sample this in place because of the reverse swell on it. We've got more control over the sample. Now I can get this inside of the so I don't want that wow at the end. I'm just going to chop that off a little bit and shift this over. Still a little bit too much on there. Maybe there. Just give me a sec. We're getting there. We're getting there. What the fucking snap's doing my head in? Oh my god. This is not working the way I wanted it to. Right, more bass in here. Actually, you know what? Why is that? That's not working. Why is that? Something's not right here. One sec. Isn't it? Yeah, it's the swell's too slow. Try it without that. And it needs a compressor on it as well. 1 second. Is it possible for you to create a Spotify playlist for new producers? It would be kind of support for the new artists. You would qualify the tracks for the list yourself. Your listeners. I'm already. Yeah, the problem with Spotify is that it's just getting the traction. Unless there's tens of thousands of you, because like these Spotify playlists have got hundreds of thousands of listeners. So if you guys get behind what I do, then absolutely no problem at all. Absolutely. Right, enough. I don't want to get involved with the kicks. I'll give this one a skip, to be honest. You kind of need to do it in context with the kicks. Right, what else are we doing today? Let's have a look. Risers and sub-drone. Okay. Let's do a riser. Neil Edwards, 4-string tip me down Portwork. Is this you? Yes, that was me, Neil. Yes, it was. Where are your samples from? What samples? I've used a kick there, but that was nothing special. It was a bit shit, to be honest. Right, so we'll do, okay, oh shit, there's some more suggestions. I've got both YouTube and TikTok running, so I'm kind of jumping between the two of you. Right, let's do some risers. Risers are, they're really cool. They're really cool. You can get them as complex as you want, or as basic as you want, but fundamentally, they are just noise, just detuned noise. So I like to have maybe 5 or 6 voices on a sawtooth wavetable, like this, with the retrig turned off, so the kind of wobbles into itself. You can hear it. Those are the sawtooths stacked on top of each other, phasing in and out when they're moving around. Get the density up. Nice. Oof, a bit loud. And then in Spire, I'm going to use the stepper, and I've got a thing called a stepper here, and you can kind of use this little box, and you set this to, well, these boxes you can set to whatever speed you want. You can go through all of them on 16ths, 8ths, 4ths. I tend to basically start on 1 and finish on 1, and I like to take however long I want my riser to last. Normally risers take about 8 bars to go up, so that'll be like an 8-to-1 ratio. So that would take, it'll take 8 bars for it to complete this box before moving to the next box. Now this line here, once I've selected that, it comes down into here, and I want this to kind of bend like this. And then I'm going to go and tell my modulator to go to the stepper 1, and I want it to control the pitch of all of the oscillators. And I want to turn it right up, and you get this, and it'll start to bend. And it will continue to bend for 8 bars. See? Right at the end there, and keep going. Now we can also use this stepper to control a few things. So we can have to control the filter. So we can close the filter, and the filter will open up. Oh, a bit faster. Or we can use actually, I'll tell you what easier to use. You can use the attack on here to do it. There we go. We can also include oscillator 2 as amp. That can increase. I'm going to have that in 2 octaves. Can you hear it? So that secondary octave comes in as it rises, a secondary octave. Put over 3 octaves if you want. There we go. And then we're going to soak it in reverb. Shit loads of reverb. Nice big decay colour. A bit of pre-delay on it. And we can make this riser go as long as you want. You can go over 16 bars, you just change this to 16, it'll just take longer to get there. If you want, you can fuck around with the knob on here, so you get this kind of. Actually, we'll play around with that. So what we'll do, we'll turn that off. And what we're going to do is we're going to use an LFO to control the filter. And then so two things, that's how much it opens the filter and then how fast it does that. So I can kind of just you can go up the rate. So you can start off fast. And we can use that rate inside of here. So we're going now onto the, oh shit, which one was it? LFO3. We're going to go on the rate and we'll invert it. Oh, no, we're not going up. Come on. There it goes. Just getting the timing right. Might better off just automating that on your DAW, so you're kind of like. But you can also use a secondary stepper, so maybe this stepper, and you can kind of draw your shape in. You can draw your shape, so you can kind of do what you want in here and pull that down there, pull that like that. Just fuck around with this a little bit. Put this over 4. And you want this to go over, I don't know, 1/1, and then we use that stepper to control the filter. So stepper 2 would now go and control the filter 1. So you can see it's now changing the knob as that shape controls it. And you can go all sorts of little kind of like make this go faster, so you get this kind of this new techno trill sort of sound. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. We'll save that one as a riser. Step on my filter. No, it's not too long. What do you mean it's too long? Step filter, that'll do. Cool, right, what we're doing next? Okay, nice, I always wanted to know how to do that with the rate. Yeah, the rates, it's kind of cool. I like the techno stuff these days are doing this now, so you have like a full amount of that type of thing. It's very easy to do that modern sound that's people doing. So we'll use the stepper 1, this do-do-do-do-do, and we're going to kind of change this rate. So we'll use stepper 1, and it's going to be, oh, which LFO2, LFO3. It's going to modulate LFO3's rate. but we're going to start on one, finish on one, and we're going to do it over however long you want it to do it. So maybe 1 bar. Too much, so now we're going to play around with this. But that stepper's not doing the right job, it's going the wrong way. Actually, there's other ways you can do it as well. So you can do it from using an envelope. So I can use this envelope to control LFO3's rate. Where's that? Why is this not working properly? Ah. Right, try again. There we go. That's kind of cool. Just need to get that right sound just right now. And we'll just bounce into it just enough to... Kind of cool. Some delay on that 1/4, and that's another patch done. I want to go into it a little bit more. Yeah, that's kind of cool. We'll keep that. Let's call this one. It's another brass sound, I think. Brass. I'm gonna call this lily pad. Do you get it? Lily pad. Play a chord. That's kind of nice. Right, next up, what we're doing next. I'll save this video after the stream. Cool. Do a big, fat, wide, epic saw pad. Okay. Big, super, fat, wide, epic saw pad. Let's get really epic then. Use all 4 oscillators. So what we're going to do is we're going to max out everything on this. Probably break your computer. So full 9 voices on the sawtooth. Really fat density. Boom. Mute that one. Next oscillator. I'm going to do the same again. But this time we're going to go an octave higher. and then we're going to pan it a little bit to the left, right even. Max out the voices, full density. Cool. And then this one, oscillator 3, we're going to go an octave higher, and then we're going to go and max out the voices, full wide, full density. A little bit to the left. Why is that not going to the left? The fuck? Don't say this is a fucking mono channel. Can it be? Oh, there we go. Right. Right, so that's the basics. Oh, we need some white noise on number 4. So white noise. Turn off the key so it's all simple. That's it. Now we're going to swell into it and swell out of it. Some reverb on this. Big verb. Oh, on the high on the key track, so the note at the top have more filter on them. This needs to be fully polyphony on 16s. Bit of resonance, compression, a bit of EQ, a bit of high-end sparkle. It's a bit loud now. A little bit loud. Turn that high down. There's a big epic pad for you. In case it's clipping. I don't want it to clip. Right, so in here we're going to use our filter to open up very slowly. And we're going to have the sustain on full. And then the release. Oh. Oi, resonance is full. You know, you can do all of this on Spire. You can do a full track with just Spire. Absolutely. Sound design's where it's at. You can learn all sorts about music production, but if you understand how sound works, then it's like literally the world is your oyster. You can make any sound you want with pretty much any synth. And how you modulate the sound and colour it and carve it and kind of sculpt the sound is all these knobs are for. Tiny little changes. Now we'll put some chorus on this. So, feel that. Put the 4 stages and so they get that really kind of like. But I don't know if this play is possible. Look, this session is not about the Spotify playlist, unfortunately. I don't know. I'm not considering it right now. It's too much time and effort to go into it. But eventually, I'm sure there'll be something for that. But right now, it's not really my focus. It's a lot of expectations on me to make your guys' music relevant to people, and I have to push it and promote it and stuff. So there's a lot of time and effort that goes into it. And right now, it's just not it's not on my things to do, unfortunately. But I do listen to what you guys are doing, and I support tracks where I can with my Reason to Rise radio show, which I've got to do tomorrow. So it shows you how much time goes into it. So listen to all of these tracks and then put them on splitter lists and then kind of listing them out. It's a lot of time and effort. No reason to be sorry. Just wanted to manage expectations. That's all. Well, when I do that, that phases too much. Chorus on the G8000 effect. There you go. It's a thick, wide. think. Just need a better reverb. Actually, a bit more reverb. We'll see that one. That's a nice pad. Epicness. Big epics. If I turn that off and we do like airwave type pad, that's all like that. It's like that one's saved in the bank. Right, next up, do you still use Access Virus TI, only VST? I still use it, but it's really fucking glitchy. It's horrifically glitchy. Plugging it in new computers. It uses USB 1, like the very first USB. So the timing gets synced up, you get sync issues, you're trying to use it. It crashes fucking logic. So the only way you can use it properly is if you have a MIDI trigger going in and then taking the audio out into a mixer and then into the input onto your sound card and then kind of doing it that way. And it's just like, it's a ball ache, to be honest. And then and I've only got the Virus Snow, so trying to go through and sound design with that Snow, with the little screen, the little menus, is just it's a buzz killer. So you can't use the software because it crashes and all the rest of it. So yes, I wish I could use it, but I just haven't got the patience for it anymore, to be honest. Should have called it That's a Nice Pad. Yeah. I've called it Epicness. Well, let's go through some of the banks got now for the new people who've just joined us. I'm making some new patches for the new Reason to Rise, Soundbank and Spire. These are Trance, so if you don't like Trance, scroll on. Some acids. There's some nice texture. So you put these in your breakdowns, your growls. Basslines. If you were to know, that's the stuff this is the bass patch I pretty much made for Inertia. And you got a bit of grit to it when you. It's really fucking poppy and punchy. And you, fast fun runner. Offbeat meat. Use this as an acid as well if you want to. You can just put a sequencer on here and kind of turn that on. A bit more distortion. Change the thing to a bandpass. Put 2 filters on. Next one, Stranger Things. It's another brass. This one's got like a pulse width modulation on it. Next one, leads, mid basses, more mid basses, pads. plucks. Step filter, riser, stabs. Textures. Right, next up, what we're doing. Could you do a Blade Runner pad? Just done one. Jog on non-trance fans, yes. That's a nice way to get rid of new followers, right? A Blade Runner pad, we've just done one of them. We done one in earlier. Like in 80s, the brass pads, these. But instead of having that, we just slow that. You just slow that down. We've already got one of them in there. Right, I'm just going to play around and start making some sounds. I don't know what's going to come out. And I like getting just randomly creative. Like play around with some different like FM synthesis. Really difficult to get right because it's you can get really cool acids out of these. Ugh. Secondary filter. Go an octave lower. And that's going to go to that filter. And I want to put a different bandpass on this. That's aggressive. That's aggressive. That's gritting your teeth off, it is. FM's really fucking brutal. It's fucking brutal. Now this could make a nice, actually if we turn that off you can get a nice kind of texture out of this now. Yeah, right. What do you want? Where are you guys from? Darren, you make an epic remix of the Terminator soundtrack. Ah, it'd be kind of cool to do that. try Nexus 4. Nexus 4 is not really a synth; it's a rompler. So you can basically put a filter on things, but you can't design sounds in Nexus. Right, let's make some more leads. So leads are pretty simple, to be honest. So we're gonna have 4 on here. There we are, like a. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll have a 5th pike runner. Let's do that. Perfect 5th. Here we are. Excuse me. I've got lots of coughing to do. Let's put this over 8 bars. Change your filters, you get a different tone. See? Got different filter shapes. Scorpio's kind of cool. Yeah, this has got the old school stuff, because old school stuff in the synths, there was just basically a lot of resonance and filtering, and each synthesizer had a different color or different shape on their filters. So some of these trying to replicate, like the Infectos, like the Virus, just trying to replicate that. You got a bandpass, so you get this. Kind of cool. The Scorpio's got a nice bandpass on it too. The Perfecto one. Nice band pass. There it goes. I think we'll keep that in actually. I like that. That's a nice little. Put on 1/4 on the delay. Call this sequence. Actually, it's a chord, isn't it? CHD. I'll call it 5th Avenue, because it's using 5ths. Get me with my names. I can't see, my fingers are too fat and the microphone's in the way. Right, 5th chords, 5th Avenue. Cool. Right, let's make a really kind of fucked up, distorted, kind of, not lead, but a Just a cool sound. Let's do something cool. I think we'll start with a. We'll start with a saw. And we'll give it a friend in a square, sorry, and we'll give it a saw buddy. It's a little bit loud. Right, distortion. Let's see what we're going to do. Let's put some bend in this. So you mono legato retrig. So bends into the next. Cool. I went all German there. Cool. Das ist gut. Too much bend. Let's widen up. Oh, nice. Let's put this on an ARP and a stutter array. Actually, if I turn that mono off and put it on a poly, you'll get this kind of, hopefully the harmonics, that distortion will work together. Nope. Let's get rid of that bass. Give it some delay, some reverb. That's cool. The oscillator to give us more voices, more width. There we go. Actually, if I just get this timing right, this might be a nice little. I want a guitar patch, isn't it? Change your filter and do an acid one. we'll keep that. That's I don't know what that is. That's like a sequence in it. Art. Filthy. Hooah. What I'm gonna call Hawk Tour. Gonna give it that Hawk Tour. There you go. Turn down that high. See that cut-off filter. Thing with sound design is, especially on a Spire, is all the distortion. Oh, you can't see on TikTok. There you go. All the distortion is coming after the filters. So when you close a filter, I'll turn this distortion off. You get this like. Then it gets distorted off that sound. So when you open the filter, that's getting distorted. But if I wanted to filter the distortion, I can't because there's no filter after it. You know. Can't do that. So you gotta use the high cut on here, so it doesn't distort the highs. We don't get any mod envelope on this. So what I'm going to do is go over to the envelope here, and I'm also going to have to mod the distortion amount or the shaper. The high cut is going to have to also. So you now pops into it a bit more neater. It's not as noisy. Play around with the Ashen with it. Put this on 4. There we go. And now it'll be tidier and neater. Cool, I'll save that now. Right, what we're doing next. I've got about half an hour left, so we're going to do some more. If you're just joining us, or if you're just scrolling on by, we're making patches for a new Trance Soundbank in Spire. Right now, we've got that, got some of this, got some of these. I'm really liking this patch, you know. Kind of cool. Right, who's left? Anybody left on YouTube? Are you still there? Anybody there on TikTok? Are you there? What do you want to make next? What are we doing? What are we doing? Right. Well, haven't we done for a while? Let's do some more sequences, I think. Some more kind of like chorded stuff. Oh, wrong filter. What are we doing? So I'll put this on here. Oh, let's put on a perfect fifth again. On eighths. So one side's doing, okay, it's almost like a binaural sound. So on the left, you've got that note, and on the right, you've got that note. So might need to put this on 4 voices, so you got, yeah, it's a little bit thicker now. Ooh, put some vowels on this, say a high. One fourths and 3/16ths, or 3/8ths even. And we're using LFO to control that filter nice and fast. Where that phase needs to be on. What I'm looking for, you can see there's a little line here beginning, and there's a crosshair in here. I want this line. That's it. That's cool. That's another chord sequence. And these types of sounds, they sit perfectly behind your mid basses, just to add a bit of kind of thickness. It's like a western kind of like a ding ding, like a cowboy song. Actually, you put a bit of swing on this. That's cool. That is cool. Right, I'll save that one and then we'll move on and do some more, see what you guys are thinking. Right, let me have a look at what I want to do next. Oh shit, I didn't save it. Let's save again. Right. Right, next up we are going to do, let's have a look, where's my, where are you everyone? There we are. The 1998 Gabriella bass line. Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much it's basically it's filters and resonance on that one. So we'll keep it on. It's this meow meow meow, this meow sound. Is going to be the key to it, and there's not much else to it, to be honest. So what we want to look at is our ARP, kind of do the ARP and roll thing. So we're going to get rid of the first one. This is going to create the octave basses, basically. Put this on eighths, duck it down, and once we're on step. That's pretty much it. And what we need to do is, because we're using this ARP, the ARP here, this is velocity, so we're going to change the velocity and we're going to modulate that to, where's our velocity? To go on our cutoff. 1, and then we're going to bounce into the resonance as well. It's pretty much so you get that kind of squelchy sound. Then the rest of it's down to basically down to distortion. So not too much, just like a clip distortion or something like this. And then just turn it. Oh. There it is. Just kind of bounces into that. It just bounces into it, you know. Just and then I think the rest of it's going to be just like a little bit of delay and reverb and stuff. So a little bit 1/8. Yeah, not much more to it. Oh, a bit of EQ. So we want the mids nice and up. That's pretty much it. And the rest of it's kind of maybe a little bit more. There we go. We'll keep that as a bass. We'll call that 1998. Maybe with too much distortion on that now. You could just fuck around with these a little bit. Nah, better without it. There we go. Save that one. Hope I spelt the fucking thing right, huh? 1998. Cool. Right. What we're doing next? Well, 15 minutes left, guys. We'll do 2 more, and then I'll have to wrap up for the evening. If you're liking the stream, don't forget to feed those algorithms. Like, share, stream support, all the rest kind of stuff. Just, you know, us poor, starving sound designers and music producers. Everyone's relying on fucking TikTok for income these days. Not that I'm making anything. I'm nowhere near the amount of likes and shares and stuff and followers and people jumping in the chat. So if you're enjoying this, just fucking finger blast the screen. Just get involved. Right, next up, who's still here? So, Solistium, yeah. Lowy, thank you for the gift, buddy. Appreciate that. Could you make a bass line, the remix 1998? I think you used high for that specific bass line. It would be nice to have one for Spire too. Ah, right, okay, that was really thick. Okay, right, that, right. I've actually got one in... This is in the other Spire bank. To the mid bass. I've already done one. There it is there, Darude style. So I'll walk you through this one. This one's a little bit more complex. I think with this one, no retrig. No retrig. And that gives you that thick, wide, bouncy, slappy thing in there. So what I'll do actually is I'll what am I doing here? Create, no. In here, create. There we are. So we'll call this mid bass. I'm going to modify this, don't worry. Slappy thick. I'm going to just get rid of that runner there. I used Hive because I had a nicer, Hive's got nicer filters and nicer mod envelope. You can bounce into it and come back out of it, there's not much mess, whereas this is pretty sharp and aggressive. You don't get the warmth out of it as you do from, I'll give it a bit more boost. Oh, the bottom end. There we go. Put this on clip. That's kind of it, to be honest. Like a little white noise on there. A bit of a swing on it. Oh. Yeah. I'll put a band pass on it instead. That's more like a mid bass now. Bounce into it a bit. There we are. It's all about just juggling those little, tiny little nuances. See, it's still not popping into it as much as I wanted to. Let's put through 2 filters. Second envelope for filter 2, fully open, close that, and then we get that's a little more snappier now. There we go. A little bit more complex now. And we've got another one. Cool. What we're doing next? Oh. Let's do another big pad. Oh, not a big pad. Let's do a nice kind of subtle glass pad. So for that, we're going to give ourselves a sine wave, but we need to also give it a saw. Blend it a little bit. Actually, maybe a square. Let's give it a square. Let's make it a square. Yeah, like that. Swell into it. We're using the amp envelope. A little bit of resonance. Make sure this envelope's turned off. For some reason on Spire, it gives you, it automatically routes a filter to one of the envelopes, so you get the popping sound. We don't want that right now. We're just getting the overall sound right. Sketching or writing, bro? David, nothing. Just building patches for the new Soundbank tonight. Sound and you win 10 points. That's what this is. That's a Brian Eno track. I'm just trying to get rid of the oh, 1 second with the
Where you at? Oh, he's pooping.
Good boy. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Yep. Jesus Christ. he can bark loud. Oh, right, delivery time. Anyway, where was I? Lost half my viewers? Yes, good, fantastic. Just playing around molding this sound now. Sean, we need a stabby lead sound, so all you have to do is apply supermassive to it and it sounds epic. That's easy done. Half the works and the reverb. Like that's what I'm doing right now. If I just put some nice reverb on this, I'd get the sound I'm looking for. Actually, I'll show you guys a trick. If you have Pro Q, right, and you can just like max all this out and have the biggest noise. Let's make a mess of this, right? And it's all white noise. It's a noise. This is noise. And this is noise. I'm still hearing. Right, just see we've got all noise. You can... Oh, where's my keyboard gone? Shit. Where's it gone? No! Why can't I see the keyboard? There's only a keyboard on this, on FabFilter. So you got these spikes here. They're just resonance, all a tonality. So you can create your own noise. And then you put that through reverb, you get a texture. Keyboard button on the left. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Good call. So these, you can line these up with the keys at the bottom. So that's in a B. That's on the A. Let's move that down to a B. G. And one down here. And you're creating your own textures with pads. And you can move these. This is how I make textures. Put one on the bass. And you can just hear that. If you listen on phone speakers, you'll not hear it very well. But if I turn up the gain on this, put a compressor on it all. The makeup gain. You get this really cool. You move them to chords, and you create your own textures from this. So cool. It's all sound design, man. I love it. Right, turn this off before I break the speakers. Right. What somebody said they wanted to do? They want to make a lead sound. That's so when you put it through Valhalla, it sounds epic. Right, we can do that. So the way to do that is make sure you got your reverb sound the way you want it. And I want to compress it all together. So this is like compression now. It's more into that type of thing. So we put the makeup gain on, ratio up, threshold. And the reason for that is it kind of pushes the reverb doesn't get in the way of itself until you've released the sound, and then the reverb comes up at the same volume, so you get this kind of big. We're going to turn that off. Oh, so we're going to turn both of those off. And we're going to make a sound that sounds good in there. So, how do we do that? Now, the few things we need is you need some movement. You need some movement, first of all. So, we need a couple of voices. Nice density. And I'm going to go and use the LFO just to wobble one of the pitch on this a little bit. And the fade so it gets sharp. It's that little wobble. So then we're going to put some clip on this, distortion. Something like that. Let's put it through some delay, 1/4. And that should be close enough. X-Files themes. Oh yeah, it's like... distortion on that, but actually if you lay this up with the piano you might get a really cool has anybody remixed that recently? Doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle. Sounds more like a it's like a whistle, isn't it? Let's see if we can make a whistle. Turn all these into fuck on your end. Actually, I might turn that down a bit. I want to lay this up with one more sound. A nice big horn of some sort. Where's my horns? Orchestrals, no. What the fuck? I think I've deleted one of my main fucking. Well, that's annoying, isn't it? Try this one. Sound like fucking dog shit on you for you guys. Getting worse. Oh, I've still got the fucking compressor on, that's why. Start layering some random stuff in here. Let's see what these do. You can fuck off. Now this, what do you do? I think it's quiet, needs a little bit more air. Nice, I like that, I like that. Let's see if we can do even better. Let's go and get some big, thick, fuck off strings. Ooh, brass. We like brass. Oh, we're crashing, we're crashing. Fuck. You have a one-on-one with me? Really? Did I miss that? Sorry, you guys, 1 second. I think I might have screwed up my calendar. Yeah, I did. Alright, guys, I don't want to love you and leave you. Yeah, just give me a second. I'll be back on a little bit later on. Thank you for joining me. I have to shoot. Alright, I've got a tuition to take. You can book me, go to r2rmusic.com, go and get my